Let me know when you're in logins, and I'll show you like an example of a player who I would formation sub in a lot of places. Right, I'm loading into the Dynasty right now. We're in year 5, and that's kind of where it died. Like, this is the year where it's basically the entire team is players that you brought in. But we just got tired of watching Walsh cheese the system, and it just killed it. Don't want to chew in.
I mean, he didn't play it legitly?
No, wild, right? I mean, I can show you. Oops, not season stats. Let's go career stats. Let's go to Missouri. Wide receivers. Alright, you see this?
Oh my god.
80 overall. 80 fucking overall.
Oh,
7.8 run after catch average. Only played 29 games. Yeah. No, that's after catch, not contact. If it were running back, it'd be after contact, but after catch. That is 2/3 of his total yardage. So what does that tell you? Dink and dunk all day, baby. Yup. Oh, he has multiple more restarts than everybody. And it's also like in Madden, you'll remember the logins. When we did our Madden franchise, I told everybody they need to connect their PlayStation to either their Twitch or their YouTube and stream every game. Everybody was able to do it except for Walsh. Huh, weird, right? No, because then we could literally review his shit and be like, yeah, you're cheesing like a motherfucker. He's the only one who had quote unquote problems doing that and could never get it to connect. Now, reasons I am excited for formation subs. So here's my 2 quarterbacks. Hennessy, I'd love to have in on runs, for obvious reasons. Doss is the more accurate passer. Both of them can run. Both of them are athletes. Well, yeah. I mean, they're both studs. But yeah, I recruit them both as athletes. Just Hennessy came out faster. But way less accurate. Well, not even way less, but like in reality, Hennessy should be the starter, but I trust Doss because of what I've used him. But I'd love to be able to run a dual quarterback scenario, right? So in certain formations, Doss is in, certain formations, Hennessy's in. And I don't want to have to pause, etc. every time to fucking swap them out, etc., you know? That's why we're grateful for that shit. Doss is better throwing on the run, has the bigger arm, or more calm and collected under pressure. It can break sacks more. But I mean, they both do things like equally as well. Now, the creme de la creme. So we got Peter Crabtree, starting running back. No questions about it. We scroll over 99 speed, 91 acceleration, 96 carry. The dude ain't gonna fucking fumble. 89 break tackle, 87 trucking, 86 stiff arm, 87 juke move. Like, yeah, hands down. Like, this dude is like the primetime running back. However, Kindley, anybody who I recruit and designate with the number 1, like that is your jersey number is number 1, that means you are that guy. You are him. I can play you anywhere, everywhere. There is nothing you can't fucking do. And this dude would have been a stud, like, had we continued this dynasty. But yes, right now right now, yes, he's slower than Crabtree, but spin move is better, juke move is better, catching is the same, but can catch in traffic, can break off of routes. Like, this is a receiver. This is Tavon Austin. Can run routes like crazy. Like, I'm pretty sure he's one of my best route runners, and he's a running back. Let's see. Let me go to roster and not depth chart. Okay, he does not currently catch as well as any of my receivers, but he's there. Let's see route running now. Second best short route runner. Best medium route runner. And best deep route runner. So yeah, best route running player I have. Third best release, like, yeah. But yeah, that whole gadget position I was talking to you about, like, that's this dude right here. And get to put him in so many different areas and really just capitalize off of what he can do. Like, here, you're watching. Fuck it. We're going at Arizona State. Yeah, that's just he is the basic example of, like, why we're excited about formation subs, easier subbing, etc. Because you can get guys like that in where they need to be to get the most out of them.
And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Sun Devils will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Florida's offense will start this game.
Kindley is number 1.
This guy feels like a throwback. Back in the day, the running backs were always the stars. This guy fits that mold.
And he can do a lot of different things, too. He's not a one-trick pony. This guy can tote the rock. He can catch the ball. He can block. We might even see him throw the ball in this game. This is a jack of all trades.
Looking to go up top on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
No.
He's going to pass on second down. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. And the Gators will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. So the Arizona State Sun Devils offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And if these two guys wind up getting matched up, David, we'll see what wins, speed or force.
Yeah, and you love to be physical and set the tone, and this linebacker does that consistently. Now, Jesse, keeping up with the speed on the other side, that's a different animal.
Might be different, but we're going to see this receiver work underneath on some drag routes. You better be careful. You do not want to get caught in the wash against this lineman.
And the Sun Devils in the hurry up. These two conferences have been tied together for years through the Sugar Bowl, a little testiness with the whole Texas-Oklahoma thing, and now the rivalry.
No, that was a pick six.
Has played a big factor too between these two conferences. Think back to when Texas A&M and Missouri joined the SEC. So this is always a fun one to watch, David. Wide open offense from the Big 12, and then you get the physicality and the speed from the SEC.
I think you nailed it right there. Two totally different worlds.
Yeah, okay. My guys dropped that, but no.
One is pitchy, woo-woo, throwing around all over the yard. The other one, physicality.
My guys dropped that, but they don't.
Today and win the ball game.
Trying to find his man on first down. That was an away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive. Now on second down after the incompletion. Looking to throw it again. Floating away. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. The Sun Devils are rolling down the field. Defense in press coverage. From the gun. Fires into the end zone.
Ow.
And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Okay.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good.
I'm really irritated that I've had 3 picks and none of them have been picks.
So quickly in this part of the field.
The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. And after getting it right on the edge, they'll try to punch it in on third down. Barrels ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown
physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
About to kick it away.
What is that? 100-0 Oklahoma over Eastern Michigan? Brooks, what did you do to them?
Unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Last time, David, it was 1, 2, 3 kick.
That was out for some blood.
Sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on the field.
Yeah, you're right.
Defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting first down.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. 6-yard pickup on first down.
Did.
2nd and 4. Power football with the run. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
They'll throw it on first down. Got his man on the right. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Name of the game, dog.
The Gators getting set on 1st and 10. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Let's not talk about, again, the fact that Arizona State got away with 3 should have been INTs.
Defense had them backed up, and then they're in the neutral zone, and the offense will say thank you very much. Defense made that job a little easier after the encroachment. It's 1st and 5. He's looking to pass. Unleashes one deep.
Let's go!
In the end zone. Touchdown, Florida!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Missouri came through with a lunch pail, hard-hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And I guess it's not so much that they won, it's more how they won. And the fact this wasn't ever really in question.
He'll take a deep shot here. Makes the catch on the left. Hit the afterburners, kid.
Really?
And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Arizona State! That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability, that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive feat.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
With jet sweep pass. Inside the 30. Afterburners coming. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now first and goal.
And how about the big play by this running back? Nice job running with the football. Good balance. Seeing where he needed to go with the football. Finishing the run. He gets knocked out of bounds. But how about this offense set up now on first and goal?
Took a shot as he threw. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He wants to throw it again. He's got it. And he was dying to push his way in there, but he's knocked down at the 3. This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stopped twice already. Maybe they ought to try to score from deep. Looking for the touchdown on third and goal. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown Gators!
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line.
Yeah.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. And the Sun Devils moving quickly to the line. He'll keep it himself. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. Up-tempo for the offense.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea. Because if he can get out in space and he gets a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Looking to move it through the air. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. And now on second down for this offense. Trying play action. Deep shot for the end zone. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
And listen, there's different degrees of open, but in college football, that's open. When your receiver has a step on the guy, man, those are the ones you feel like you should complete most of the time, and he just overthrew that.
He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. From the red zone, looking for a man. He's got it on the move. That completion takes him down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. The Sun Devils will try to punch it in on first and goal. Was to pass. Escapes the sack. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils. Ready to try the point after. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Gators sending the offense back to work. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Didn't make it any easier on themselves on first down. Now second and long from the 21. The option look. Now the toss. At the 35, he's got room. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
It's a curious play call offensively to try to throw after that great gain on the ground the snap before. If you're winning in the trenches up front, keep it going. Let the big fellas go to work.
Good God, come on, guys.
And there he goes down again.
How about this defense? Getting to the quarterback in back-to-back plays. You want to pressure the quarterback. If you get him on the ground, it's gravy. Nice job. 2 sacks in a row, bringing up a third and long situation.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield.
You dumb son of a
Will bring up
bitch.
fourth down.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
Issue.
One final play before the end of the quarter. They'll leave it with him. At the 40, there he goes. They make the stop. But not before
supposedly.
He wraps up this first period with a huge gain. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. He'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He'll do it himself. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Anytime you play this offense, the challenge is stopping this quarterback from running the ball. And you've already seen in this game, he's been able to break off a few runs and do some nice things. That time, though, the defense had his number and tackled him for a loss.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
They'll go to the ground. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
The Gators will keep this drive going. Down to the 26-yard line and a first down. He wants to throw. A little release to the back. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now. His last 2 games out, he completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Oh my God.
To extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Going to the ground. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown,
That's a goddamn man right there.
Defense optional in college football nowadays. So many weapons, so much speed on the field, so hard to defend. Defense, I don't know how you play it. I really don't. Just try to get a stop, beg for one, please.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable top 25 clash. Arkansas delivered the type of thrashing generally reserved for homecoming games in Fayetteville. Thing is, this was a road victory, and a win like this is going to resonate throughout the SEC. A top 25 clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. And the Sun Devils racing to the line in the hurry up. Defense showing blitz here. Motion from the offense. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Tackled after picking up the first down.
No shot that was a first down.
I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that was a nice call.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. A defense scoops it up and they're bringing it back. Touchdown Gator. Not content to get the fumble, they scored with the fumble.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
Arizona State, 21.
Bringing it back. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy, you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Oh, look out. There he goes. The 10.
Really?
Touchdown, Arizona State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. Boy, we've got offenses just flat getting it done. I wonder how the defenses are going to counter all of this firepower.
They are too, Reese. They're wondering how they're going to counter this offense. As you see the explosion, it's so hard, so much speed, and such effort like that. Offense is just, they got the upper hand.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Puts him in the spin cycle. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
A little screen to the running back. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. He's looking to throw. Just
Damn it.
too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. And the Gators will send out the punt unit. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
The Sun Devils headed quickly to the line. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And the Sun Devils line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up with an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. He locked up and held on to bring him down.
Yeah, and a great job by the defense, holding the line of scrimmage, playing downhill, playing responsibility football, making sure they shut down that option.
Give to the back. Powerful running as he trucks his way to the 28.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like, the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Incomplete as the screen goes right through his hands, and it'll be fourth down. It would
Motherfucker.
have been a 45-yard field goal attempt from here, but they'll go for it instead. They'll run for it on fourth down. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the right. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier and now not giving up the first down.
On the option. Quick toss. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. Now down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. He's looking to throw it. Gets it out fast. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense defense is backed up against the wall. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On second down, wants to throw. Snags it. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
A pickup of 8. First and goal, Florida.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime
that up.
update.
Guys, who's got a better seat there today in Tempe than you do? And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. An offensive showcase, yes, but it's been those dynamic running backs who have set the pace. I'm curious to find out if this ground and pound approach is going to continue into the second half, or if one of those defenses will actually show some pride. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Mountain America Stadium.
The Gators will kick it away to start the second half. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Off the play fake on first down. Forced out of the pocket. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. The Sun Devils want to pick up the tempo. He's looking for an open man on second down. They get to him as he throws. Got a wide open receiver.
Okay.
Touchdown, Sun Devils! And that one will put them up here in the second half. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Little touch pass to the receiver. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34. They'll go to work on second down after doing damage on the ground. The play action fake. Coming after him. And they got him for the sack.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the second half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game, and you just saw another one right there. This offensive line has had problems all night long.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. A strike downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. And the Gators will have it first and 10. He's going to pass. He's right on target. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch. And he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the defense.
They go to the ground. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Let's see what they've got on second down. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, in that down and distance, you're probably expecting him to throw it way down the field to get the first. Instead, they go push pass, and they did catch the defense off guard. And even though that was a big explosive play, David, they still didn't have enough yards to get it.
Well, and catch me off guard is relative. That's what you would say, the offensive player. I would say, listen, we're playing a little bit deeper because we're not going to...
He lobs one high down the left side. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go?
That's just a mental error.
Sure.
On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. And the penalty will be accepted. The offense says, thank you very much. They need the 40 to convert here on third down. He'll just keep slinging it. Finds space on the right. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Gators are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Balls at the 25.
Small game, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Fires to the big fella. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right front. Nice job.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They got him to jump. The defense got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a first down. Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. And the defense tried to cheat a little space and get in that neutral zone, but it's still first and goal. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
And he'll be brought down.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. We saw
That's what I'm saying.
Sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep.
Yeah, it's also hard when you get in the red because what do we do on defense? We bring in all the big bodies, so there's not a lot of space in there to run. I like getting the ball on the perimeter. You toss it out there, you run it back. He gets out there faster. They have a positive game. Still a couple plays here left, too.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida.
Yeah, and it's 4th and goal, and it's go time. I got to push people around. Look at the offensive line doing a really good job getting those guys moved back, creating a little hole for the running back, and he does the rest on 4th and goal and gets the touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spot. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you've played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And the defense gets a huge play. I'll tell you, they've been wreaking havoc in this one so far. They've got so many athletes up front on this defensive line. It kind of reminds me about the defenses I used to go against in practice back in the late 90s. Guys like Javon Person.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. And the Sun Devils will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Gators sending the offense back to work. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Trying to impose their will with the run. Tripped up for the tackle.
Well, the defense wasn't expecting that. They had a lot of guys back into coverage. That was second and a lot of yards to go, and they got caught off guard. Not enough guys in the box to control that running back.
And they make the tackle, but the
Come
official
on.
has tossed his flag.
Illegal flag. Offense.
The
Really
officials
pull
offer
that
the
at the
deal,
end
and the
and
coach
fucking
accepts it.
play.
They will take the penalty. The marker is at the 35, and they need to get it there to convert third down. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
So the offense accepts the penalty, and they'll get a little farther away from their own end zone. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. Incomplete.
You
Thanks to the
kidding
great
me,
defensive
dude?
pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. The Gators will call on their punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark it down. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
They'll run play action. Trying to burn this defensive back. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an
That's
opportunity to
what
take
I'm
a shot.
curious about.
They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Defense might bring the house here. On the run, it's York. He breaks a tackle. And he picks up the first down, and he does it. I'm not going to say spin move. That was a pirouette. It was elegant. It was beautiful. Leaves it with the back. Bulldoze ahead. He's down at the 18 after picking up 5. The Sun Devils will hustle to the line. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Fires to the wideout. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
And a golden opportunity slips away from the defense there. That's one he'd love to have back. He knows he should have come away with the interception there in the red zone.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Finds his target down the middle. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And now they take the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Michigan left little doubt. You know, this version of the Maize and Blue can hang with any of the teams of the past. And remember, this is a program with multiple national titles. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome. And certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Using the quick game.
The defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Yeah.
Let's see what they have in the bag on 3rd and short from their own 18. They'll try to get the first through the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Robbins. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Gators have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the back. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. They'll run the option. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And the triple option requires so much discipline. You've got to be so sound understanding all the things they can hit you with. And listen, the quarterback makes it good. You've got to focus on the QB. Did a great job here stringing along, making the tackle. Great job by the defense.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Out of the backfield, he's open. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down. The Gators have this offense rolling. To the ground with the back. Really good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline.
Oh,
He
thank
got
God.
his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. 5 yards away from another 3rd down conversion on this drive. They're already 2 for 2. From the gun, wants to pass. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it's caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Gator! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
They had a nice job in the 4th quarter making plays and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Might as well give it to him again. Just
Right.
working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. And the Sun Devils come to the line in the hurry-up. The give to the back. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
This has been a rough night for this offensive line. Man, they have not protected their quarterback. Everything starts with the big guys up front. That's their 5th sack given up of the game.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next count. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. The Sun Devils will punt it away on 4th down.
On to kick it away.
Takes it on the return. He gets a block. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
From the 33, it's 1st and 10. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the pitch. Finds a crease at the 20. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense. And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from running down. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Florida! They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
He'll bring it back from inside his spot. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Throws to the wideout. Makes a
How do you
connection.
hold on to that,
He
please?
knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Sun Devils want to move quickly. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Sun Devils are moving quickly down the field.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+.
Nice play design on that one. You make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front of you. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropping. You can see where the soft spots are in zone coverage. And just a really nice job by the QB locating his guy and making an accurate throw.
He wants to pass it on second down. He's got his man. Goes out of bounds, but they'll be set up with a first and goal. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They want to just keep throwing it. Caught in the backfield, it's York.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Lets it go to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown.
Love the fact that I got a zone called on that, but sure.
That big score makes the end of this game very interesting.
No doubt the offense got what they needed. More work to do, but you had to get this part accomplished first.
He is denied. No good on the two-point try, and the lead remains at 5. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Gators sending the offense back to work. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmaker.
All kinds of running room. He's inside the 40. And that was a huge run that almost went to the house. The defense kept him from scoring. They don't seem interested in
Making
edging the ball
gains.
down the
That's
field.
what.
That big play sets him up. First and 10 from the 36. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
You see all this movement in football now. All the stint, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
Arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. Second and long here, but objective number 1, keep that clock moving. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's going to take off. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments.
Yep.
On the move. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Right back to the well. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
I think if you're offense here, the game boils down to this one play on third down with the lead late. If you get the first down, that's ball game. There's not enough time left for the defense to get it back and go march down the field. So let's dial up our best play offensively. Let's make sure our best players are touching the football here.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he reels it in for a touchdown, and that just might seal it.
And then we can do that.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin, great execution by
Don't
this
fuck with
offense to
Bullock.
put this
That
game
dude's a sophomore and he's
Let's
a
go to the studio
fucking
now and
stud.
check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Tulane notched a victory in enemy territory, and though it wasn't a dominant win, I'd argue any win away from New Orleans is worth its weight in gold to the Green Wave. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This time,
Yeah, love that y'all hold on to that.
Tackle made, but he's got ready for the first down.
Good enough for
And they spike it to stop the clock.
balls incomplete. It leads to second down.
2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. He's going up top here late in the game. And the pass is intercepted. And on the interception return, he'll finally be stopped at the 33.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you'll perform well enough to do so, that...
That's fucking insane, eh? She's acting like that.
Be like that, man. Sometimes you just gotta fucking weather that fucking storm. Oh man. Hey, speaking of, let's go. For now. I wasn't even top 10 a week ago. Yep. Terry Allison, you going to Georgia for sure. Yeah. Yeah, your board is in constant flux throughout the season.
Well, hold on, that guy was fully committed at Auburn.
Not yet. You see the little like dark blue spot at the end? Yeah, he's close.
Like a solid 6 seconds ahead of me. So.
Yeah.
But yeah. So next week it probably if he doesn't commit.
Yeah, more than likely. More than likely. But I've also got no hours in that guy, so it's whatever. Like, if he commits, he commits.
That's
right?
We did all that fucking recruiting for how many ever weeks we played, and I never get to see how it actually ended up going.
Whereas, like, you look at this now, right? Let's go into my roster. Let's drop into PlayStation chat so it's a little. Well, are you on your PC or okay? Okay. So yeah, I'm on my quarterbacks right now. These are all three. None of these dudes were here when I fucking started. These are my quarterbacks. Antonio was a stopgap in case I fucking needed him. But I got Dawson, then I landed Hennessy, and the rest is fucking history. It is.
What's the magician for?
I believe it's something to do with getting out of, like, pressure in the pocket. Then we got Crabtree and Kindley, fucking studs. And Zenner and Labinho, who's probably getting deported at the end of the season, but but no, all four of my fucking run backs.
Miami, my fucking ass. Just because it's the first city you gotta choose doesn't mean it's
Then my wide receivers this year. Sophomore, freshman. There was no decisions. I recruited them, but yeah, absolutely. Like,
Stop, dude. Stop doing that shit.
Bullock is a stud. Love Bullock. But after that, like, it's just kind of a crapshoot. Like, who the fuck is going to step up and do something? Then we got my tight ends. Three of them fucking redshirt. With the best one already being almost a 90 and a freshman. Hey, that boy is sneaky good though. Let me tell you, like, not my typical tight end. Pleasance is more my tight end. Albeit he was a receiver that I converted over to tight end because he's 6'5". That's why he's only 195 pounds. But yeah, Lester is fucking solid. The D-line, or the O-line. Pretty sure the other center, the senior, starts somewhere else on the O-line, but yeah, I'm recruiting. The DNs.
I like how they're adding more positions now, because Clemson uses edges and they didn't have edges.
It's not that they're adding more positions, they're actually catching them up to the fucking current terminology that they use for positions. Which also means more archetypes, etc. Which is a great thing because the game in today's college game is so fucking varied and vastly different. Like, I'll still be okay recruiting because I know what the fuck I'm looking for. It's just going to be a matter of what position is that, and I'll figure that out very quickly. At the end of the day, I ultimately don't give a fuck what your position is, though, as long as you meet the fucking stat requirements. Because, like, look at Aaron Donald, right? Who the fuck wasn't gonna... Who is he not a scheme fit for? Literally nobody. If you find a stud, you find a fucking stud.
Timmy Turner in Madden. He was a diamond linebacker with like superstar or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
But he was like a 56 overall. It was something fucking stupid, dude.
That's where you get into formation subs. Where it's like, okay, I want to use that dude because he will excel in this package, and this package, doing this for me specifically. He will do it well. But he's not an every down player. Because it's like, actually, just let me hear. We've already talked about my quarterbacks and how I would use both of them very different ways. Because they do different things and they do it very well. But now, let's get into... Did I miss it? Oh, here we go. Okay, so like here, on my left end, for example, right? If I've got a package I want to use exclusively for pass rushing, right? Who are you going to put in that package out of those guys? Bolden, exactly. Now my every down player is going to be Barrera. Because he does other stuff better. He's stronger, he's not necessarily as aware, recognizes the play better, sheds blocks better, tackles better. But if I just need a dude to get to the quarterback, Bolden, you're the guy. Go get him, please. So I can have a package where every time I go to that package, instead of having to manually do it every time, I go to that package and Bolden is just in there every time.
What do you mean by packages? I think that's one thing I've never known. Packages.
So, package is just your play calls, right? So like
In your 3-3-5 set, you have
the 3-3-5 tight, the 3-3-5 high, the 3-3-5 normal, flex, etc. Package, each one of those is a different package. That's what we call them, packages, because you're sending in a set group of personnel for that formation. Yeah.
And you can add those to your building?
So, in College Football 26, we're going to have formation subs. So, if I want the 3-3-5 high to be my pass rush package, that means I can go to formation subs, go to 3-3-5 high, and say, hey, anytime I select 3-3-5 high, Bolden is on my edge. So we'll auto sub Bolden in. I don't have to do a fucking thing. Basically, the quick subs that they have, this is what you can do to set that up outside of the game. So it automatically does it. And then you have even more management inside of the game. So now Bolden gets tired, then I can sub him, quick sub, with the new subbing feature.
So do they have packages in 25?
No. Formation subs are not a fucking thing in here.
But they are in 26.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That was a huge thing that pissed me and Rooks off, like. Because it's such an integral part of our game. Like, again, Kindley. Being able to put him in different packages and so on. The triple option, or when I go 5 wide sets where I have jet sweeps out of it, being able to put him in that position where he's going to be the jet sweep guy, etc. I want to be able to set that kind of stuff up. I got 85 fucking players. Let me use my players the way I want to use them. Don't limit me the way you limit me in Madden. Because
Oh, Ford does say Madden 26 is going to be pretty same as college football 25.
he's not wrong. College NCAA 14. NCAA 14 was the year the college football game overtook Madden as the better game.
Can we say that?
Alright, so I'll wrap it up with this. NCAA 14 was the year college football overtook Madden for the better football game. College football has been out 1 year and was already pushing Madden. Now, Madden is already having to take things, meaning their dynasty got the most love it's gotten in 15 fucking years after 1 year of college football being back. And they're already taking things from college football. Because college football in 26 is going to surpass Madden again after an 11-year break. And it's because the fans of the college game look for and have different expectations out of what they want in the game than the Madden players do. Madden players just want Ultimate Team. They just want to have the best of the best. College players, we are all about dynasty and team building and everything else. We don't give a fuck all about Ultimate Team. We just want to play 30 to fucking 60 years of dynasty, rebuilding programs, this, that, and the other, road to glory, etc. So, they had to step their game up. There was no option.
This time tomorrow,
Hell yeah.
you better call me.
Of course, I'm pre-ordering the game. The game drops July 10th. The pre-order allows us to play it on July 7th.
So we're not starting the dynasty until like
Oh no,
at least a month later, right?
once sliders come out. So Rooks, thank God, was smart and followed the dude on Twitter that we used his sliders for 25 that we were completely happy with. And dude has already said night one he's going to start work on sliders. So we'll typically we give it about 2 weeks. And once that initial set of sliders comes out, then we'll be able to start a dynasty.
So I'll play as long as I can keep up, but if I start coming across,
We're good as long as we're getting a game in every 2 to 3 days. And we just don't want any cheese bullshit, like, cause it does, it kill, even though it doesn't directly affect you, cause he's not running it against you. But to go in and look at stats and see that he's getting bonus XP for players for working the system, man, it.
it does kind of affect you. It could affect your player's potential XP growth. You could have won Player of the Week
Yeah.
you, like stuff like that, but you take it from
Yeah, and it just, man, it fucking sucks the fun out of it, dude. It does. Just go play real fucking football. Alright, we'll catch you later, big dog.
we can keep going if it's like that, man.
Yeah, you're good.
So if you around wedge hitting only green, it won't do it. Someone join?
Nope, nobody joined.
I didn't hear the name. Just myself talking to myself.
Alright. Stop talking so loud, Gigby. That's what I'm hearing. How's everyone doing? Disappointed, but not disappointed. Mom was sick all weekend, so I didn't want to smoke the ribs because she's barely been eating, so I didn't want to smoke them and her not get to enjoy them fresh. But next weekend.
Frosted.
Do what?
I need to frost it.
No, I didn't even go buy them.
Okay.
I was going to literally buy them fresh from the meat market.
Alright, so same thing here. So 7. Pay attention to what's coming. So yeah, so okay. So now that it's been cleared, over here there's a lot of brown. So those are all gonna explode. So now that I've got green over here, we move right. Gotta hop in here, really.
Do what?
Gotta hop into this place.
Oh,
Start getting weapons.
yeah. You're not wrong.
This one is just gonna be away. So here. Safe. Just be to go right as soon as you can. Because that was all brown. Now go left once you can. Do not be in front.
Whew.
Probably is.
Welcome to the Swamp, the giant that the head ball coach awakened, one that thrived in urban renewal, and now one where only the Gators get out alive. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Gators will kick it away to start us off. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Chanticleers offense will get the first possession of the game.